it's glad to see like plans being executed. Do you get what I mean?
He's glad.
He's glad to see it now because sometimes because wait, what did I say? Guys, share what did I say? I said
he's glad.
Hi.
What's up, people? What's happening?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Shrine Podcast.
Welcome.
We're coming to you live on a sunny, hot, dry day in Lagos.
Sunny, hot,
now
dry
we can
day.
see that because, the Twitter ban have been lifted.
It's been lifted.
But before we get into some of those things, my name is Akindare.
Lifted.
Welcome to the show.
Hi guys, my name is Jemima.
You didn't sing your name today.
I am lifted. Oh, my name. Oh,
Oh my God.
I thought I did complete the song. Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Hi everyone, my name is Jemima.
Wow.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Wow.
Ladies
How did my
and
life come down to
Gentlemen.
this? How is this where I ended up? How did I end up doing a
Fuck
podcast
what you believe in.
with
Fuck your
someone that
life.
sings their name?
Fuck you for saying that.
Love you too. How's your week been though?
My week has been good. A lot of things and projects and activities are coming into fruition, and yeah, it's glad to see like plans being executed. Do you get what I mean?
He's glad.
He's glad to see it now because sometimes because wait, what did I say? Guys, share what did I say? I said
He's glad.
wait, what did I say?
That was it now. He said he's glad to see.
And now
that.
what? So how is that? Is that wrong?
Say it again.
Anyways,
No, say it again. You have to say it again for the people.
it's glad to see that the oh my God. Anyways, plans are being executed at
my
work,
days.
and also personally, I'm trying to put myself first a lot more.
What is glad
right?
to see?
So, how was you?
No,
You know
wait
what?
now.
I don't even want to know how your
What
week.
is glad to
Oh my
see?
God, they want to see you. They want to know how your week was. So,
How do you know they want to see that Jerry?
because me, I don't want to ask you how was your week or whatever. But all
my
right,
days.
whatever. How was your week? Tell them, because me, I don't want to know.
I knew that last episode I said don't give us something was wrong. We're not in full form, we're not 100%. I was like, don't share. What is missing? But my wife, I say my
Your
wife.
what?
My wife.
Your wife has mistake.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Don't fucking kill me. My week was good. I got to hang out with my colleagues on
Nice.
I think Thursday, and on Friday we did this really cool Lego thing at work. It was really fun.
Cool people. Lego thing at work.
Listen. See, the one thing I'll say about my life right now is that I definitely have job satisfaction.
God, when?
You understand?
Olubala.
Of course, the money is never enough, but yes,
You always try to don't downplay this thing.
It's not my fault. More like Owo.
Okay. If
You
only.
understand?
God, when?
You see
Job
that, no?
satisfaction.
You see
Not
that,
like
no?
I don't like
They
my
said
job,
they not give
in
us
case
2
my
raise
boss
in
is
1
going to
year.
listen.
Some of us have not gotten 2 raises in one. For this year, every episode of the podcast,
See.
I'll remind you that you got 2 raises in 1 year. This woman got 2 raises in
But
1 year.
I
you guys.
swear, I promise you guys, it's nothing. Honestly, like it's nothing to like.
That's how rich people talk now.
I'm
It's like
glad,
when you say
Sha. Thank you, Lord.
order Azu, they'll say it's nothing. You understand?
Who orders?
Na Jem get order Azu lo. Jem money.
Get out.
See, if people see Jemima outside, Bila,
Oh.
she gets hold her expensive bag. The only expensive bag she always carry. Hold on,
Okay.
make collect your share, cause
Okay.
carry like me as I did like this now. So I dey follow her talk like this now. I get one sack for inside. Me and I'm going to enter that sack today. If you don't give me money, before she come out for you. So don't do yourself. All right. Thank you very much. I forgot to actually do the line about what the podcast is about. The Shrine Podcast is the show where Jemima and I talk about music, pop culture, and lifestyle, technology from our lens as young Nigerians. They say I should stop putting numbers
Yes, please.
to us. So,
Very young.
okay. So yeah, cool.
Yep.
What is on the menu today?
What's on the menu? We have rice and beans, and then we have chicken, and then
Do you have
turkey.
do you have oha or afang?
Yes, I go chop you
Edika
like
Ikong.
oha.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
You see
okay.
what I do? You see? I go through a lot for you guys, honestly.
Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about sexual history, right? Partner sexual history is important to know.
Twitter is about to catch fire.
Is it?
Because I want to hear one. You share that all you know.
And I just felt like, when I was discussing, I was like, let's talk about this thing. Like, let me even share my view. Because, online, I'm kind of, I know they talk like that. I mean, I just go and, like on Twitter, for instance, I just go and banter and do fofo. And like, you would always see me, having conversations with the same set of people, right? I might have opinions about stuff and I, talk about it with my friends, but I might not really say anything about it. But I'm like, let's talk about it on the podcast, Jare. You know, let's dissect it. Let's see. Let's speak it from different angles and all of that.
This is where we do a lot of banter with a hint
exactly.
of seriousness.
So yes, a little bit.
This is the safest place to talk about it.
Exactly.
All right. And that goes for all you guys as well that are listening. This podcast was meant to be a safe space where we get to explore our freedom, our individuality, and our sense of community. So
community.
Yes. Don't guy. Sorry, American accent me right now. American accent me right now. 6.5%.
American accent. I thought you were trying to. Is it American accent you were trying to work up?
No, I get British.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've got British.
Oh, you've got British?
Yes, I've got a British accent.
You've got a British
accent. And then I have an American one.
You have to just swallow first so that you don't fuck up.
You understand? A lot is riding on the line, okay? A lot, listen, okay? I had to just take a moment to make sure that I switch my tongue to the right positions.
Oh my God.
All right? So yeah, I'm on 6.5% my American accent. I'm working on it.
All right, okay. Nice. Yeah, good to know.
So yes, working as Solono.
Yeah,
sexual history of your partner.
Yeah. What, is it important, do you think?
To me?
Is it important to you?
Yes, it's important. And I'm saying it's important because if you say sexual history, I'm assuming, if they've done abortions or, if they've had kids or, if they've had STDs or maybe they have HIV AIDS, I like to know shit like that.
Okay, there's that.
If it's
we'll drill it down.
How many people they've slept with? No.
Okay.
There was a time I was having a conversation with, I forget who I was having a conversation with, and I was talking about the vagina, how, if you watch porn, yes, if you watch porn, because I say if you watch porn like this now, I'm sure some people just be like, ooh, they watch porn. But I know they lie. All of us, they watch her. I
don't watch porn. No.
Okay. Let's talk about
I'm
news.
a child of God.
Santaramura Marari.
Oh my God.
Was
He was speaking in tongues.
So I was talking about the vagina. I was like, when you watch porn, some people would they do fisting, right? And they'll put a whole fist. Someone put their entire fist in someone's vagina, right? And there are some other porn videos that you see where it's something very thin that they put in your vaginas, right? So I'm like, if your vagina can take a certain kind of dick, does that mean that you'll be able to take any kind of dick? And she was telling me that in general terms, the vagina can take any kind of dick. It just might be really painful to the owner of the vagina, right? But obviously, I say in general because all vaginas are different. So I'm saying that to say that.
Belle, vagina, corner.
No, I'm saying that. Shut up. I'm saying that to say that the amount of time someone has had sex it's not like a direct correlation of, like, it doesn't really prove anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like
there's
in terms
not really,
of, especially in terms of like how people think about it. Because when people talk about, like, obviously it's always the woman again having sex, they think about it from the angle of, oh, our vagina would have expanded, or, you know, it's not going to be tight anymore. So that's
exactly, which is why
from.
I made that point about, like, sort of how the vagina is just different, and like generally men don't really understand how it works, and even a lot of women are still learning about how their vagina works. So, like, it's not necessarily a marker of anything. At best, maybe you say someone likes sex, which, okay, like,
I mean, if you're
there
old
are
enough
worse
to,
things in this life
if you're
than
old
liking
enough
sex.
to have sex, you can like it.
Do you know how many things are more horrible and terrible than liking sex? Like that, like it's great to like sex. Like, there's a reason why sex exists. There's a reason why this is how humans procreate, right? Like, there's a reason why it's so pleasurable and why it's so desirable. You know,
And there's a reason why there's like a fear in, like, if you're religious, obviously, like, they'll always be like, don't have sex, or, you know.
Yes,
there's
if
a
you're
reason why
religious, your
there's
vagina is
something
probably
to
inside
it.
show glass right now.
What the fuck,
Unless you're married. If you're not married, your vagina is definitely inside show glass.
Oh my
or it's
God.
supposed to be in show glass. You're not supposed to be giving that shit out, bro. You're supposed to be like, just put that on show glass, just hang out. Just put out of your wardrobe, maybe just do their pet.
Oh my God. I want to ask you something before I forget. So, you know, when I asked you sexual issue, and then you talked about, oh, if it's abortion, if it's this, if it's that, let's even leave the sexual part now and go to like all those other parts. Like, is there a time that you think where you should have that kind of conversation with your partner? Like, say for instance, we can pick one. You can pick any one of your choice, actually.
All of them. Like,
So abortion,
I always advocate.
STD.
Yes.
What else is there?
Abortions, STDs, you know.
There's no, so, but you don't care about number of
AIDS, I don't know if you have some sort of
HIV,
vaginal
AIDS is an
or
STD.
penile condition, for example. You know, I always advocate that you get all the bad stuff out as early as possible. Like, if you have any bad behaviors, you have baggage, etc. Like, I'm saying just in general now, like, I always advocate that, like, just get it out as soon as possible. Like, let them know. Like, if someone is able to fuck with the negative aspects of you, right, they have a way higher chance of fucking with the positive aspects of you. So I always just, like, I'm not saying like lead with that. I'm not saying that.
Exactly.
But, like,
so that's my question. Like, when is there a time like that you feel like there should be when you would have that conversation with like your partner?
As soon as you start feeling like
It's
you are
getting
delaying it.
serious. Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is, at some point, like, you will think that, like, man, there's this aspect of me that this person does not know about. Should I tell them? Should I talk to them about it? At the point where you start to feel that, like, oh man, I should have probably brought this up a while ago, then it's too late.
Right.
It's already too late at that point. Do you get? So I'll say, because it's hard to estimate, like, is it when you're talking or when, because it works differently for different people. Do you get? So, and people even interpret.
True.
I was listening to the radio on Thursday, and they were talking about on Cool FM. I forget the lady's name now. She was talking about how there's dating where you are involved with, like, you know, you're seeing one person and you might be dating a couple of people at the same time. Like, there's not necessarily any exclusivity, but that is not a relationship where it is exclusive and there is a higher level of commitment.
Like,
right?
Expectations.
But most people think dating is relationship. Right? So that is just like, so it's very hard to, like, say, okay, at this point, then you can talk to somebody about it. So, but that's why I said as soon as possible. Like,
I get that.
Within the first few weeks, months, like, just as soon as possible. As soon as you get to a point where you are comfortable talking about issues like that or things like that, or, you know, you've achieved that kind of intimacy or that kind of closeness, or you have that kind of trust, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I know that, like, it's a scary thing to do, to talk about, like, bad habits or bad situations you might have with yourself sexually with other people. But at the end of the day, like, your truth is your truth. Your life is your life. And someone can either choose to roll with it, fuck with it, or not. Do you understand? So, like, I just don't see the value in, like, holding on to that information and, like, keeping it from that person. Because what you're doing now is, like, it's just like you're digging yourself a deeper hole. The more time passes, the deeper the hole gets. And then, talk about when everything busts, then, you know, it's very hard to climb out of that hole because it's just so deep now.
Right.
Do you get? So I always advocate that, like, you get it out as early as possible, like, as early as possible. Like when I used to, like, if I meet someone and we are getting to know each other, like, one of the first things I'll tell them is that, like, I tend to get impatient sometimes and I absolutely hate waiting. Like, just so that so it's not like, you know, after you have now fallen in love, you've catch feelings and everything, they are now discovering that, you know. So it's just get all that stuff, like, out of the way as soon as possible, like, as soon as possible. Yeah.
That's interesting. I think that I agree with you that you should get it out as soon as possible. But I also understand why some people would delay, especially for women, right? And I'll pick abortion.
Oh no, I understand the delay. Sorry, before you go on, I understand not wanting to talk about it. Like I said, like, it's hard and, like, you know, obviously that people have reasons, whatever. I'm just saying that, like, from a future proofing standpoint, and, like, from a honesty standpoint, and from a just keeping it real, you know, like, I'm making the case that getting ahead of it earlier is more valuable than whatever advantages the struggle of talking about it brings. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
I hope you know what you wanted to say, Charlie.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Oh my
actually.
God. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You wanted to use abortion to...
Right. Okay. So
explain
yes. That
Yes.
like so I was saying I understand why, like, for abortion now, why, like, women will not want to say it, right? Because obviously there's, like, a general perceived notion around it and all of that. And even though you might think this person loves you or likes you, like, you are getting ahead of it, you also know at the back of your mind that if you say you've committed like 4 or 5 abortions now, for instance, the person will say, they can't deal with it. Even though you might know that, we love each other, right? So I can understand why, like, people would delay and, like, you know, they will not want to say things like that. However, now to the sexual part, to the sexual partners part, what I do not get is why a lot of men, like, why that information is important, right? To anybody, actually, not even men, not even anybody, actually, like, why you need to know. So I've had sex with 20 people, right? And obviously they're not asking, they don't want to know from a place of STD or STI or whatever. It's just as if, yes, they want to know the number. Me, I don't get, I will never understand why people would want to, like, know the number of sexual partners that they've had. Do you want to help me explain?
Hope you explain why people would know.
Why people would want to know. Why is it a big deal for, like, a lot of people, like, for them to know the sexual partners, the number of sexual partners. And I'm not talking about it as in XTI or whatever. Like, they just want to know, okay, it's 20 people or it's 50 people or it's 30, and people lie anyways.
Yeah, I think in my experience, generally men tend to be sort of possessive around, like, sex and, like, their their partners or significant others' vaginas for whatever reason.
Are you possessive about it?
No.
Okay.
I'm at least not in that way. I mean, I think a healthy dose of possessiveness is needed in any relationship. But I think a lot of men in general tend to see it as something that contributes to their ego or to, like, their masculinity, that, like, they have access to a vagina that too many other men do not have access to. Now, why do they think this way? I have no fucking clue.
Maybe somebody can tell us.
Actually, I have an idea. Probably, obviously, our patriarchal society and misogyny and just, you know, it's those kind of things. But honestly,
that's actually it.
It's like what I said before. It's not a marker of anything. Do you understand? Like, someone said 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, 50 people. Okay. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. Like the
It
vagina.
doesn't add or remove
Do you get
anything.
like if you think the vagina just like endlessly expands and expands, it doesn't.
And
Maybe
it's so
that's the
wild
problem.
because there's no way to even tell if a man has had like because men now they have that thing about vagina, like as if in their minds, like if you had sex with 15 or 20 people, your vagina will expand. But like,
But that is not even
if you
true.
switch it, that's not true. But if you switch it, it's not like there's something we can say for men. It's not like we can say your penis is smaller.
No, I don't think.
enlarged
I
or
don't think.
whatever.
I don't
know.
think there is something you. I don't think there isn't something you can say for men. I think.
What is it?
I think women just don't
Okay.
behave like that. Like they just don't care. If in my experience, I feel like if you tell a woman like, "Oh, I've slept with 20 babes," like doesn't like it doesn't really.
It's really nothing.
Do you get what I'm saying? But like a guy would be all up in arms and be like, "What? You slept with 20 men?" Do you get? So I think if women were like misogynistic like most men and wanted to come up with something too, I'm sure you guys come. Maybe you'll say like, if your penis is
Small.
is like up to 5 inches, then
That means you have
slept
had-
with 10 women. Or something like that, like you guys can come up with something
I
if you
know,
want
right?
to. You know?
They can always come up
But
with
yeah,
something.
like it's not a marker of anything. It doesn't really say anything like positive or negative. Like it's
I
just
think
a
it's
thing.
that thing about like the power, like with men that you see, like men are just they cannot like that's why what I've come to realize is that like a woman can be okay with the number of partners that are the number of sexual partners that our partner has had in the past, but a man will not be okay with like even if they see like let's assume you're walking, let's paint a scenario, boy girl, they are walking on the road and girl tells boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Girl, that guy, is that maybe it's Femi or I used to fuck Femi. Hey.
Problem.
Hey, wait.
Silent treatments don't start.
Then you now start asking, like that's when they'll not be
I
awkward.
like go just the corner. You go just say but we're just good 5 minutes ago. What's going on?
You know that this person has a past. Like obviously everybody has a past, right? So you know that you are not the first person that this person is going to have, that your girlfriend is having sex with, right? So why does the fact that she says, "Oh, that's is Femi and we used to have sex," why does it bother you?
Bro, have you seen when guys meet other guys that their current girl has had previous relationships with? It's always like some sort of subliminal, like macho play, like who is the bad guy? The guy is feeling like, well, I got her now, and the other guy is like, well, I fucked her before. Like it's like just something like you see that they're just like, killer and shit. What is all this like? Because I've been in those kind of situations where niggas will be trying to like size me up or like trying to be like, or like sort of make reference to like, oh, at that time that we used to hang out. They'll be like, bro, if you are trying to like make me know that, like, okay, I know, okay, so we see.
All right, so what's next?
So,
then when
like,
everybody
then
has
when,
a past,
like,
though.
It's not a marker of anything. It doesn't say anything. It's a vanity metric that human beings, like men, just I don't know, get all up in arms about. Like, is like you don't even know that. See, okay, so like, how do you even quantify? Let's ask if you have sex once each time with 20 people. How is it different from? Okay, obviously I know how it's different because it's different people, but like one person, you have sex with them 20 times. Do you get?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and the thing is, if you have sex with 20 people, those 20 people will most likely, on the average, have similar dick shapes and sizes. Because obviously everybody has what they like, right? So you tend to go for what you like. So if that is the case, is the same or similar amounts of friction and thrusting and energy and similar within like it's only so far off each other, right? Expansions and contractions. So kill and so people what are we talking about? Like it's
I think maybe we need to bring somebody who's like
what we need to do is we need to
that-
find whoever it is that started that thing, that if somebody has sex plenty times, their vagina
and it's so
will lose.
wild because you
We
never
need to
hear
find
this
that
thing
person
about
and we need
men.
to shoot them in the head.
Like
Because what the fuck is that? It does not make any sense. And men will be arguing. Men will be arguing like this, like with their full chest, like they'll be serious that, hey, if you see babe whip say her breast fall like this, now because she don't fuck that.
And they don't know anything about women's body.
Bro, you've never had titties before. You've never had a vagina before. How the fuck do you know that this thing just gets loose just by number of sex? It is crazy to me. Like, it makes no sense. So, my niggas, come on, to stop getting so caught up on all these vanity metrics, okay? It doesn't, if someone has had sex a lot, at best, it means they like sex. That's what it shows. And if they like sex, what's the problem? In fact, that's a benefit to you. Because that means they want to have a lot of sex with you. Okay? So, that's orgasms galore for you. Like, every time, every nigga wants a freak. But you want a freak without
a freak that has not done anything before.
like
make it make sense there.
Like, or those ones that, they want to be with the freak, but when they want to settle down, they're looking for virgin. I'm like, what?
So that they can go outside.
Do you think that after you've gotten used to freaks, like this is your shit, this is what you rock with, then you just get married to a virgin and everything will just be fine?
No. They know that they can still go out and go and meet the freaks.
Don't these people have friends? Don't you have people that care about you? What is going on? It's just so ridiculous. Like, you're so worried that your babe has slept with so many people. Okay. And the thing is that it's usually so hypocritical because niggas, they fuck.
As in,
niggas will beg, steal, and kill for that pussy, bro. You get? Like, as we all know, it's a thing in the male community, like amongst guys, like if the more women you slept with, the more bado you are, the more macho you are. So, like, all these people that are being slept with, like, I don't, like, is there an eraser that they because I don't it's anytime they're arguing about this, I'm just so irritated. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, come on.
Then you start to hear like she's a slut or she's a whore, she's whatever. But like the guy who's fucked the same number of people, you don't hear nobody call them slut. You don't hear nobody call them sluts, right? You like to fuck. I also like to fuck.
I'm just like, what is it about women that makes you people hold them to these standards that like, they should not be having sex so much as you guys? Like,
no,
because at the end of the day,
culture.
you know what? If we are keeping it a G, if there's no vagina, fucking is not happening. Do you understand? Do you understand? See, let me tell you, niggas, we tend to overestimate our importance. Let me tell you guys something. There's technology, there's all these things, there's toys. Have you seen a babe touching herself? You think she's in heaven?
So you know like, your penis options, is nine.
What are you saying? Like, a woman can have she can have a fulfilling orgasmic life without a single penis. It is a possibility.
Right now.
But my brother, after you want like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you start to look, say, what's going on? You start to enter your bonnet, they tweet, say, help me, I'm horny.
Need me some pussy.
Like, come on, like, and that vagina always comes with breast. It always comes with nyash. You are now saying that there's so many pleasure points that they need fulfilled. You're not saying that they should not have bodies. What are you saying?
It's purity culture. It's just, they just believe that, like, women should be delicate. Like, it's as if they should not be touched. They should keep themselves. They should not fuck. I mean, meanwhile, you want to fuck. Kikimodi no go fuck.
Wow, what did Kikimodi do to deserve this? Like, she was just on her own with her cat, and like you just brought her into this. Like,
no, I just had to add that now.
Oh my god, I'm tired of this. I
just had to add that. So I think I guess what I'm getting is that, like, for you, there's no for like sexual history in general, talk about it as soon as you can or as early as you can, right, in the relationship.
As early as
it's not like there's a time frame. I think this also goes to like understanding the person you're with. Because if you understand your partner and how they take information or process information, you can also use that to have those kind of conversations, right?
Yeah.
For like all those sexual, you know, the ones that are like life changing or life threatening. But like, let me ask you, how many abortions is, you know, will you say? Don't lie. So if your babe comes and meets you now
on this podcast,
and she now says that she's had like 5 abortions, and let's say another babe maybe another time came to meet you that they've had 3 abortions, are you going to like view them in a different way? Like
my first question will be, why are they coming to me with these abortions? What is with me
I'm
and
just
babe that
painting
had abortions? I'm just fucking around. I don't think the abortions are relevant.
Like the number, you don't think the number?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I approach it from a standpoint of if I want kids or not.
Okay.
Because the implication of abortions is compromised ability to have kids or to carry children. Right, Abi? Is there any other worst thing that happens with abortion that I don't know about? If anybody knows
your womb or whatever, like your womb.
Well, if your womb is affected, then you can't have kids.
So
it's the end. At the end of the day, it seems like
that you cannot have kids. Yes, that's the implication.
The end implication. I'd be like at least the worst one, right? So if I am somebody that wants kids and somebody has had 5 abortions or 3 abortions, those are 2 different things to me.
Okay.
Because someone that has 5 abortions has a higher risk of damage to their womb than someone that's had 3 abortions. But that does not mean that someone that's had 3 abortions cannot also have a damaged womb, right? So that's how I look at it. It's like, how do I feel? If I want kids, then I'll consider like those situations like, okay, which one is looking like more G-get? But if I don't want kids, then it's relevant to me. In fact, it's even good to say, kind of like,
wow,
it's gonna be 2 cc's in all day, man.
Oh like, my lord!
All fucking day, like just I got my pop out, yeah. Every time.
Oh my
you
God.
never have to worry about pulling out. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I want kids, then you know, if you had 5 abortions, or 6 abortions, or 7 abortions, like that would be, it would be more of a concern to me than if you've had 1 or 2
I think
or
that
3.
also means, like, again, what I said about knowing your partner. So if I knew you and, you know, I knew that maybe you don't have kids or you don't want to have kids or whatever, and I've had 5 abortions, I probably would not say anything then. And that
no, but
the
thing is, if something else happens, maybe you have some sort of fibroid or some sort of cancer that are a fallout of.
Meanwhile, I don't think that, like, well, maybe we need a medical person to tell us how much damage goes on in the womb per like abortions that you undergo.
Yes, send us an email at theshrinepodcast@gmail.com. We'll publish the responses or the answers we get on socials.
Yeah, but for the purpose of this conversation, let's assume, you know.
Because we obviously don't know enough about, you know, we always don't have so much abortion experience as you might have been able to tell.
But I support abortion, right? Please, women should be able to have safe abortions.
100%.
But let's assume that what was I asking? Yeah, so I was like, so that means I don't need to tell you then. And they're like, no, you need to tell me for like other reasons.
So again, you are not telling me about the abortions because I want kids or not.
Okay.
You are telling me because you are being transparent about your past or your medical history, or that's why you're doing it, not because I want kids or not. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
That might be a part of it or an aspect, but that can be the reason why you're telling me.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it's what I was saying earlier about like sort of expanding that into a more general sense and into like just relationships in general. Like just your past baggage is what shapes who you are. Your past experiences, your past lives is what shapes who you are today. So it only makes sense that you give whoever you're with or whoever you're interacting with on that level insight into that past that's made you who you are today.
Who you are.
Both mentally, emotionally, physically, materially. It's like telling someone that it's like not telling someone that like you worked at a certain place one time, or that like, I don't know, that like maybe, you know, you used to not wear trousers before. Like, I don't know, like there's just like any kind of difficult situations you've been in, or things that like, especially something like sex and like things like abortions, like those sex is a very intimate act. It's a very intimate situation. You get, and like there's a lot of bodily fluids exchanging each other. You know, like somebody's body is literally entering another person's body. Do you get?
Bodies entering bodies.
Do you get? So like
pour into the person that pours into you.
Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Fucking hell. Wow.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that when you said bodies entering body, and you know.
Now when they pour into me, I want to pour into me.
I don't know, it wasn't Beverly Line or somebody tweeted it at you. And she was just saying it wasn't sexual, but obviously there is a point to the person that is pouring into you. Okay.
I'm scared. Oh man. But yeah, like at the end of the day, like it's a very intimate act. And so, you know, like
I think people
just
need
come
to,
out with it, man. Like just speak, just live your truth and just be honest with who you are and what you've been through. And at the end of the day, like people don't have to fuck with it. They can if they want, you know, and if they don't, then you have your answer. And like and the thing is that the sooner you get it out of the way, the sooner you're able to move if you need to move. Or if you need to like work on, you know, a heartbreak period, or, you know,
like
need to break faster slowly. You know? Right? It takes time, you're going to break faster, you know.
Save yourself.
So you get it out of the way early, and so you're able to move forward, you know. Like, but I do totally understand, like, those conversations can be very hard to have. And like naturally we are not wired to have, most people would rather avoid those tough, difficult conversations. Also because of the aspersions that society has cast on that kind of thing. It's like if you have abortion, you're like, you're the worst kind of person, you know, like it's like you're terrible, you're evil, you know. If you go to Nigerian hospitals, the nurses will be telling you that's something that people are looking for. That's what you want to remove, you know, things like that. So it's like when somebody wants to get an abortion, they've also internalized that mentality that like, oh, like I'm a bad person for getting myself in this position, or for aborting this, you know, pregnancy, or, you know. So there's also that. So if you already feel like you're a terrible person, or like you feel bad for that happening in the first place, it's even way more harder to now talk to somebody. It's like your own personal shame that like you are keeping to yourself. So I think a lot of the conversation around that also needs to be around just sort of demystifying abortions, and like not painting it as this like
something that is so bad, you know,
horrible thing. Like, let me tell you people something. One of the main reasons why we are poor in this country is because we are too much. We are plenty.
The less kids we have, the better.
You understand? What's we are having 12 kids, 15 kids? Like, listen, it's not helping us. Okay, all the world bodies, they've warned us about overpopulation. Do you understand? We are going to have 400 million people in this country in the next,
2022.
I want 2022. I'll be in the next 28 years. We are projected to have 400 million human beings in this country. That's the current population of the United States of America. And they have 50 whole states. And the country is big as fuck. And, you know, it's the biggest country in the world, right? Right?
And they have everything. I mean,
good.
Almost everything.
Now, we have not even scratched the surface as far as that is concerned. And we're already heading for 400 million people. All right. We're already poor as shit. More than half of the country living in absolute abject poverty. So abortions are a good thing.
Yes, so
for us. Like,
safe abortions.
Safe abortions, please. Like, I don't even buy this whole idea of like men. It's always men in legislature and governments always trying to see this is what can happen or cannot happen with abortions and this and this and this. These kids that are trying to protect, then send you message. If it is in their destiny to be born, then they will be born. Abi, we've heard stories of people that tried to abort kids, it didn't work, and then they had the kid, right? And sometimes it might be a change, and then they had the kid, and they're like, "Oh wow, thank God I had the kid." Do you get what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, it might go the other way. But at the end of the day, is this woman's body that is going to nourish this pregnancy for 9 months? 9 whole months. I also think that like we don't really grasp what pregnancy is. Especially even amongst women. Like, I think most women don't really know, because again, I want to refer to that thread that we saw that time that women were talking about their pregnancy experiences and just how varied and how extreme some of them, a lot of them were in their variants. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even to the point that women
Different
were
things
shocked,
happen.
like these things happen during women know. But like,
They don't talk about it enough.
do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, we also just need to be aware of these things, and then it's by being aware of those things and learning about those things that we'll be able to understand that, like, women should be able to decide what happens with
their bodies.
With their
We're
bodies.
going to have a conversation or a discussion about that. I just realized that I didn't answer the question about like sexual history and everything, like, because it was just you and like from the guy's angle and everything, right?
Yeah.
So
Because it's
I
mostly
just wanted
guys
to
have
say,
problem now.
yeah, exactly. I just wanted to say, like, for me, like, I definitely don't care about the number of sexual partners you've had, because I understand the fact that like everybody has had a past, right? You know, and all of that. And even when it comes to like abortion, like who are these women having the abortions for? Is it not men? So it's actually men. Like, I would want, like, do you understand what I'm saying? I would want to know how many women's lives you have spoiled.
Oh, like
In that sense, like, yes, like in that sense, like, exactly, like not like I want to know. I'm just talking about in terms of like being transparent, like as part of the things that we are saying. So if I'm telling you that I've had X and X abortions and I'm being transparent with you in that aspect, you should also be transparent with me in that aspect, right? For you to be able to say, okay, oh, so these are the things that, oh, maybe I've had STI in this place. Maybe one time like that, maybe I impregnated X and X. Maybe I even have a child, because, you know, men, you can't tell.
Lagos men in the mud.
You gotta just, you gotta just tell me all of those things. And again, it's not like, oh, it's going to mean anything or it's going to be a dent on your personality or on your person. It's just in the spirit of honesty and openness. And I also think people just need to be with partners who they like, who they love, who they, share the same, how I put, like, the same goal, like, who got them. Do you understand? Because I feel like that's the reason why it would be okay, like why you would be open enough to have those kind of difficult conversations. Like, that it's difficult, right? And you know that the person might, like, obviously they might need time to process it this way or that way. But like, if you like them, like if you somebody you like there will not be animosity. Do you get what I mean? But like a lot of these days, like people don't date or people are not partnered with people that they like, and just because of obviously experiences and all of that, so they would want to code or they would want to not say certain things because they know that this person can take it in this kind of way, or like this person might not accept me or receive me in this way. So yeah, essentially
be your fave's fave, people.
Yeah, be your fave's fave. Like all of these things, I feel like they don't really matter as far as like the person people like to dwell on the past so much, right?
Unless it drastically affects the present.
Yes, like the person.
Immaterial.
Yeah, like
irrelevant.
Just you're with this person now, move forward, and yeah.
But then at the same time, you can also do what you like, Sha. We are just telling you our own and what we think.
Yes, so
also
at the end of the day, I say our own sense. So part doesn't even mean that me for abortion. Oh, me, I'm not going to marry her. If I like her from A to Z.
Please do your own. Do as you please, but
Yeah, but again, decency.
Yes. Let's
decent
have
people.
some sense. Let's have some culture. All right.
Yeah.
Let's be behaved.
Do you have any recommendations?
Do I have any recommendations this week? Let me see. Let me think fast. No, I do not.
It's not. Wow. No
No, I do
recommendations. That's
Oh,
thoughtful.
actually, I'll recommend you guys go check out Foodies.
Oh my god.
Go check out Foodies.
I'm sure people already know where Foodies are.
And for those that don't know,
for those that don't know,
that's
sha.
my own recommendation. I'm telling you, okay? Their shit is good. Variety,
Yeah.
it's good. Go Foodies. They have one in Ebano in Lekki Phase 1, and they have another one at Admiralty Way on Lekki Phase 1. This is not a paid advert. But Foodies, anybody that's connected to Foodies, if you are hearing this, holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy.
As always.
Me, I have a recommendation.
mo fẹ́ ṣe ẹgbẹ́ ẹsẹ̀gbẹ́ nìyẹn kó ṣì dànù fún mi.
Oh my God, this year my recommendation is going to be very, very, so my recommendation today is, if you're over...
No, we don't know.
If you're young adults, right, you should have a bottle of wine with you and try to like have a glass like, every weekend or something. Just, it's good for the heart, right? So have a glass of wine weekends, just chill, sit back, relax and recharge.
So let me get this straight. You paused us so that you can recommend wine.
So I can recommend people to drink wine now.
You do not even name one specific wine, just like wine.
No, anyone that works for you.
Like alcoholic, you can drink non-alcoholic, you dey inside pali, you dey inside bottle, now from South Africa.
The problem is that I don't want to call the name of the wine because
maybe even palm wine.
I don't want to call any name of. I'm just going to call Four Cousins or 4th Street. It's not like I don't know wines, but the names Oman Komileno, and I don't want to shell on this podcast again. So
you don't want to give us double trouble.
Yes, So I'm not,
Jemima, don't be cackling like that now. Don't be cackling like that now. The people love your shellings. They love it. See, let me tell you something. I want to just like listen to this podcast. You get. So it's improper for you not to like. You can. Don't worry. We can take it. Give us like
just
half dozen
drink white
episode.
wine, red wine. Just be okay. Thank you so much, guys, for listening
to
us.
All right, people. As always, follow us on Twitter at The Shrine Pod. And follow us on Instagram at theshrine.pod. If you have any topics, suggestions, ideas, anything you want to talk to us about, or you just want to send us money, or you want to do sponsorship, or just want to bless our life in any way, or just want to tell us how much you love us and how hilarious we are, how much we make your days, send us an email at theshrinepodcast@gmail.com. As always, up until I achieve a decent number, I'm going to continue begging people to please follow me on Twitter. I just opened a new account. I lost the old one. The handle is at Akindare Live. Thank you very much for listening to us. This is the Shrine Podcast.
Thanks,
the show
guys.
With plenty banter and a hint of seriousness.
Yes.
See you guys next time. Peace out.
Adios. Bye.